Hey guys, Tyler from Turnaround Sports here. Today we're going to talk about the coronavirus and a lot of things that are happening with that. With the coronavirus scare, a lot of races are postponing or canceling outright. I've seen a lot of races postpone for later on this year, and that brings us to our first point today is how that rescheduled race is going to impact your training later on in the year. If it's sandwiched by a couple of other big races later on in the season, then you need to make some choices, obviously doing back-to-back-to-back big races later on in the year, or sometimes even back-to-back races if they're both longer duration or really high intensity, isn't always the smartest idea for you. So if that is the case, you need to talk with your coach and figure out which race you really want to do. In a sense, it's kind of like starting over with race planning this year. We have moved races to the later portion of the year, so we need to think about what is really critical to race day success for you and what that looks like from a season perspective. Point number 2 is we could just do it virtually or do it ourselves. With that, it brings apart some other challenges. And the biggest one is you're not around other people. That a lot of times when you get in that race setting, that other people around you kind of drives you to push a little deeper, dig a little deeper. So if you do want to do it yourself, you need to come up with some mental strategies, some tricks and tips to kind of help you get down the road a little faster and kind of simulate that race day success as best you can while going solo. Which goes to point number 3, doing it solo or doing it with friends. And if it was me, if it was a longer distance race, I would organize a couple of friends to do different portions of it with me. And that way I can simulate the race atmosphere without actually being in a race. Obviously, when you do it with friends, they might not always be your speed. They might be a little slower or a little faster. So you need to gauge that out. But that's a bridge that you can cross later on. One of the last points today is support and safety. During a lot of these real races, they do loops, okay? So think your Ironman, they usually do 2-loop bike course. They usually do a 2 or 3-loop run course. That's to keep all the athletes safe and keep everyone on a tight leash just in case something does happen. Now, the same is going to apply if you do it by yourself. You need to be doing some of those loops just so you can get some nutrition in, but in case something does go south, someone will be there to help you just in case something bad should happen. My name is Tyler Copeland from Turnaround Sports, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below.